It's April 13, 1987. While the world was busy making its own plans, Nagpur, Maharashtra received an unexpected gift in the form of Rohit Sharma. Born in Bonsod, in a modest home where money was scarce but dreams overflowed, young Rohit's destiny was already being written in the ink of determination and passion. His parents, Purnima and Gurnath Sharma, thought not affluent, instilled in him the values of hard work and grit. In a tiny single room house in Dombivli, visited only on weekends, while he spent most of his formative years with his grandparents and uncles in Borivali, the future hitman was already learning that cricket was more than just a game. It was a lifeline. In 99, when the other kids were still deciding with a cartoon to watch, Rohit's uncle enrolled him in a local cricket camp. That's when Dinesh Lad, a coach with a keen eye and generous heart, spotted something special. With limited funds at home, Lad worked his magic, convincing the school director at Swami Vivekananda International Schools in Mumbai to waive fees so young Rohit could access better training facilities. Even back then, the whispers on the playground were unanimous. This kid is destined to change the game. Fast forward to 2005. Rohit makes his list A debut for West Zone in the Deodhara Trophy. His score of 31 not out may have been a modest start, but it was merely the opening act. Soon after, he produced a scintillating 142 of 123 ball against the North Zone, an innings that propelled him into the local limelight and had a cricket enthusiast claiming, "There goes the future hitman." His domestic journey only accelerated from there. In 2006 and 2007 Ranji Trophy, Rohit made his first-class debut for Mumbai, a team known for its fierce competition and illustrious history. In a high-pressure environment where only the best survive, he rose to the challenge. By December 2009, he had already recorded a stunning 205 against Gujarat and later an unbeaten 309, a score that wasn't just a number but a statement. I am here and I mean business. These domestic exploits laid the foundation for the legend that was about to take a flight. As the cricketing fraternity started talking about a boy who could not only score big but could also do it with a style and consistency, the stage was being set for his international debut. June 23, 2007 marked a milestone. Rohit Sharma donned in the Indian jersey for the first time in an ODI against Ireland at Belfast Civil Service Cricket Club. Positioned at number 7, a spot where the future legends sometimes wait their turn. He didn't get a chance to bat, but this was only a prologue. Later that year, during the integral T20 World Cup, Rohit began to show flashes of brilliance. Even if his early international outings were modest, every appearance was a stepping stone towards the destiny. Despite a few ups and downs in his initial years, moments of promise followed by a bouts of inconsistency, Rohit's potential was undeniable. By November 2007, he had notched his first ODI half century, and his performance in 2008 series in Australia signaled that the boy who once scored 31 in the other trophy was evolving into a true international star. But fate, as it often does, had more in store. In 2012, something changed dramatically. The visionary captain MS Dhoni made a bold call: move Rohit Sharma up to the opening position in ODIs. This decision was nothing short of revolutionary. No longer content to sit in the middle order, Rohit stepped up as an opener, armed with his elegant stroke play, raw power, and an unyielding hunger for runs. In 2013, during bilateral series against Australia on home soil, he produced a jaw-dropping 209, a double century that silenced critics and marked the beginning of his transformation into a record breaker. Then came November 13, 2014. a day that would become etched in cricket folklore. At the legendary Eden Gardens facing Sri Lanka, Rohit unleashed his inner hitman, scoring an awe-inspiring 264 of 173 balls. Every boundary and every six in that innings was a masterstroke, a clear message to all the doubters: I am not here to be average. Rohit's arrival on the test stage came during his historic series, the farewell series of the great Sachin Tendulkar. On November 6, 2013, at Eden Gardens, he made his test debut against the West Indies, scoring a majestic 177 that announced his arrival with a grenade. In the very next match at Mumbai Wankhede, he followed with an unbeaten triple one, enhancing the home crowd and proving that he belonged among cricket's elite. Yet, like any epic tale, the test journey wasn't without its challenge. While his home performances were often stellar, away tours brought new hurdles. In conditions that swung, seamed, and spun unpredictably, Rohit occasionally struggled to replicate his brilliance. Critics would point to series in Australia or England, where his scores sometimes dipped to a single digit, as evidence that the Hitman's magic was largely a homegrown phenomenon. But even in those low moments, his resilience shone through. Even setback was met with a determination. Every dip in form a setup for an explosive comeback. With his transformation as an opener in Phil Singh, Rohit Sharma's international ODI career took a new dimension. From that turning point in 2012, his innings became a blend of precision, power, and a dash of daring audacity. His ability to adapt to any bowling attack, to read the pitch, and to decide exactly when to unleash his full range of strokes set him apart from the rest. In 2013, the cricketing world was stunned when Rohit scored a blistering double hundred, that is 209, against Australia on home soil. Australian bowlers, long considered among the best in the world, found themselves helpless as Rohit demolished their lines with an unerring accuracy. This wasn't just an innings, it was a mind first. Critics who had once dismissed his as inconsistent had no choice but to acknowledge his burgeoning genius. Then, on the fateful November day in 2014 Eden Gardens, Rohit Sharma redefined ODI cricket with his record-breaking 264 against Sri Lanka. It wasn't merely a high score, it was an artistic display of timing, technique, and raw power. Every boundary, every six was carefully choreographed moment of brilliance that left spectators, opponents, and even the most skeptical commentators in awe. The 2019 ODI World Cup was crowning achievement in the saga. In a tournament defined by pressure and collective hopes of cricket crazy nation, Rohit rose to the occasion. He became the only player to score 5 centuries in single World Cup edition, a feat that underscored his ability to perform when the stakes were highest. His cumulative tally of 648 runs wasn't just a number, it was a declaration of his unwavering commitment to excellence and his willingness to shoulder the burden of a nation's expectations. Yet, while his ODI exploits soared to a legendary status, the Test arena told a more complex story. After his brilliant debut in 2013, Rohit's Test career became a study in contrasts. On home soil, his technique and temperament allowed him to flourish, but on tours abroad, conditions were sometimes conspired against him. Away from the comfort of Indian pitches, his score could be patchy, sometimes a string of single digit that had critics questioning whether Hitman's magic was truly universal. But every critic was soon silenced by his comebacks. With an innate ability to learn from his mistakes and redefine his approach, Rohit began to close the gap between his home and away performances. Each comeback innings, whether in a low key series in England or a challenging tour in Australia, became a testament to his resilience, a demonstration that true champions are defined not by uninterrupted brilliance, but by their ability to rise from setbacks. One of the unseen elements of Rohit's international career is that partnerships he forged with fellow batsmen. His opening pair with Shikhar Dhawan transformed India's limited over games into a force to be reckoned with. Their chemistry at the crease was masterclass in understanding, trust, and the ability to build the foundation for big scores. Every time they walked out to bat together, the opposition's plan would crumble before they even begin their assault. These partnerships weren't mere numbers on the scoreboards. They were strategic maneuvers that set the tone for the innings. Whether it was taking the game deep into the innings or providing a platform for Rohit's explosive finishes, these partnerships played a pivot role in India's many triumphs. And when the pressure was mounting, Rohit's calm and calculating approach, sometimes accompanied by worried smile that said, I have got this, became the anchor for his team's resolve. For all his ODI brilliance, Rohit's Test career has been roller coaster ride, a long format narrative that is as much about highs as it's about learning from the lows. His debut series in 2013 with 177 in Kolkata and unbeaten 111 in Mumbai was a fairy tale, but then came the challenging of playing a hostile overseas conditions. On tours to Australia, where the pace and bounce can unsettle even the best of the batsmen. Rohit sometimes struggled to adapt. A series of single digits scored the condition cast the doubt on his ability to thrive in Test cricket. The World Cup, an epic chapter. No discussion of Rohit Sharma's international career would be complete without a deep dive into his World Cup odyssey. The 2019 World Cup, in particular, was the stage where Rohit's transformation reached its zenith. Under immense pressure and with the eyes of billions fans watching, he delivered innings that were nothing short of inspirational. Every match was butter, and every century was a declaration that he was in a league of his own. Against South Africa, he scored scintillating 122. Against Pakistan, a thunderous 140. And in subsequent matches, he continued to amass runs that left defenders and fans in awe. His five centuries in that format remain a record, a symbol of his extraordinary ability to perform at the highest level when the stakes are sky high. Captaincy, the weight of leadership and the art of decision making. As if being one of cricket's most destructive batsmen wasn't enough, Rohit Sharma's journeys took another monumental turn when he was entrusted with captaincy. Initially stepping in when MS Dhoni or Virat Kohli were unavailable, Rohit's leadership ability soon came to the fore. His first major test of captaincy came during a bilateral series against Sri Lanka, an opportunity he seized with a mix of calm, pragmatism, and calculated boldness. Leading from the front, he only scored a dazzling double hundred, but also orchestrated game plans that left opposition teams reeling. Rohit's captaincy is defined by his understated and effective approach. Unlike the stereotypical aggressive leader, he exudes a quiet confidence that belies the fierce competitive spirit within. In IPL, as a captain of Mumbai Indians, he transformed the franchise into a powerhouse, clinching titles in 2013, 15, 17, 2019, and 2020. His leadership in the IPL was not just about winning matches, it was about building a culture, nurturing young talent, and turning every game into a masterclass in strategy. Yet, captaincy also brought its share of scrutiny. The media and critics were never shy about questioning his decisions, often pouncing on any perceived lapse in form, especially when his test scores abroad dipped. Headlines came about his laid back approach, and memes proliferated the internet. But for every critic, Rohit responded on the field with performances that were both brilliant and defiant. Each time his leadership was questioned, he silenced the doubters by turning pressure into opportunity, proving that the true captains are defined not by their failures but by their ability to rise when it matters the most. The IPL saga, glamour, glory, and a dash of drama. No modern cricket story is complete without a nod to the IPL. Rohit Sharma's journey in his glittering league is nothing short of cinematic. Starting his IPL career with the Deccan Chargers in 2008, Rohit quickly made a name for himself as a dynamic player. But it was his move to Mumbai Indians in 2011 that transformed his career trajectory. Under the bright lights and the roaring crowds of Mumbai, Rohit evolved from a promising talent to a franchise icon. By 2013, when he was given the captaincy of Mumbai Indians, the stage was set for a legacy that would redefine the IPL. Every tenth finish was a statement to his ability to manage pressure, orchestrate strategy. The IPL wasn't just about cricket, it was about spectacle, and Rohit Sharma became one of its brightest stars. His innings were a blend of calculated aggression and effortless elegance. Rohit remained a steadiest beacon of performance and resilience. Off-field life, a man beyond the bat. While the stadium lights and roaring crowds capture the imagination of fans worldwide, Rohit Sharma's off-field life is equally compelling. His marriage to Ritika Sajde on December 13, 2015 was celebrated as a union that bridged the world's cricket and everyday life. The arrival of his daughter Samaira on December 30th, 2018 brought a wave of joy that resonated far beyond the cricketing community. And then in November 2024, the birth of his son Ahan added another precious chapter to his personal saga. Despite the fame and fortune, Rohit has remained remarkably grounded. He is known for his humility, his balanced approach to life, and his commitment to cause close to his heart, such as animal welfare as the official Reno ambassador for WWF India and a member of PETA. Rohit uses his platform to advocate for those who often cannot speak for themselves. It's this blend of on-field genius and off-field compassion that makes his story truly multidimensional.